There we go. Okay, now we're going. All right. So Trisha, you had asked a question about
Yes. Google Alerts. Yeah. So I at first what happened was I was mentioned online on Bright Local for the Year in Local Search 2022. But I didn't know I was mentioned. Thank you. I actually had another someone else in SEO in the field who we were emailing about something else. He's like, "Oh yeah, did you realize you were mentioned online on Bright Local?" And I was like, "No." And then I'm thinking, I need to set alerts. Why do I not have Google Alerts set to email me when I'm mentioned or my business is mentioned or other things online? And I went and looked to set it up, and I'm like, well, I do have it set up because I thought I had gotten some in the past. So my question was, like, did I do something wrong, or is it just sometimes it's not always fully accurate?
Okay, this is a good question. So I always love setting up Google Alerts for several reasons, right? One is brand reputation management, just in case someone says something bad about you and you're ahead of it. But also it's a great link building tactic, because if they're going to mention you, why wouldn't they want to link to you, or at least for their users to link to you? So glad you're doing it. So there's several settings that might be possible within Google Alerts.
Okay.
So let me show you on my screen how Google Alerts works. Let me just set it up. Okay, so if we're on the Google Alerts site, which is just google.com/alerts, and I put, no, first of all, Google knows all, right? They know my email address, they know my name.
Yeah.
So they're already suggesting to me a Google alert. But notice something here. First of all, they put it in quotation marks. Right? This is a search operator to say, has to include both these words and in this order. So if you just put Trisha Clements in there, you might get Trisha, and there also might be someone named Clements mentioned too, right?
Yeah. I think there's a chiropractor somewhere, or I can't remember, but there's occasionally a few other Trisha Clements.
Dr. Clements and his partner Trisha, right? That's totally different. So the quotation marks help. The point is, number one, check the query. So one of the things I recommend you do is just simply go to Google first and just dink around with the search query. So if we're going to do me, I'm just going to play around with potential things. So this is not really finding.
I was going to say, I didn't realize you were an actor.
I'm a lot of things.
A doctor.
I'm a lot of things. Yeah. To the disappointment of my mother, I am not a doctor. I work for the SEC as well. So one of the first things in finding your Google alert is to just modify your query until you finally get you. That way it is, the results are really you. So I'm even putting in quotation marks because there's David Zimmerman's very common name.
I didn't realize that.
So I might modify with marketer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Right.
But so like you would just leave a space, and obviously marketer is not going to be in quotes. Okay, so
right. And so looky here, it's my LinkedIn profile, marketing costs, speaker hub, books I wrote on Amazon, speaking. So this is, my email address and phone number. Hey, look, it's got some right. Oh boy, this is an old art website I used to write for. Yep, this is me.
Okay.
So then what I'd want to do is go to, I think you can get to it through here. Let's see.
Where are you clicking? Oh.
Oh, it's
Or
not.
you
Right.
no, try that. You're trying to get to the. Hold on. You're trying to get to
So
the.
I just want to
alert?
copy that query.
Okay.
I'm having internet problems.
Okay.
And paste the query, and now
Create alert.
it will resemble the search results. So now I
Okay.
know that the Google alert is closer to me. Because again, I'm not just interested in anybody named that, I'm interested in me.
Yeah, you're interested in you.
Right.
Yes.
Because I'm a narcissist.
Okay.
So what then I can confirm, because what Google's going to do is show me the search results underneath this to say, yep, those are the ones I want. Oh, see, even there, it's not even exactly right.
Yeah.
But here's another thing that's worth checking: the settings. Depending on how popular you are, or if your client,
I'm so popular. I probably need it as it happens.
right, I know you are.
Or no, once a week, because then I
For
get
me,
it too much.
it's once a week.
Okay.
And then you can set the sources. I just keep everything, but if you had a particular interest, you could. English, you can limit your region. Here's the real trick: all results are only the best. It's by default only the best because this is a free tool and Google doesn't want to do it every time. But I'd like to change it to all results.
Okay.
And then you can deliver it to an email address.
Yeah. I have my email address.
Or an RSS feed if you're old school like me.
Yes.
And then once you create the alert, it's still catching up, but that will be emailed to me as I mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, so there was a glitch, but normally that's okay.
No,
So
that
those are the
helps a
things I
lot.
would check. Check
That
to make
does.
sure that the query you're entering is a query that does match you.
Yeah.
Now, the same is true for clients, because this is really where this becomes really powerful. Clients don't always tell stuff what's going on.
Yes, I had one. So I
Clients
had
often
it set for
don't
a
know what's
client.
going on about them.
Yeah, I had one set for a client, and they got mentioned in the local newspaper. I'm like, what? Why did there? And then I reached out to them, and they're like, oh yeah, we were interviewed. I'm like, why don't you tell me this? But yes, definitely.
That now, in the documentation, I even recommend some specific queries for reputation management. That
And that's in Curious Ants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, under the branded link building process. So check those too, and you might want to add some of those as Google alerts for you or your clients.
Yes. Okay, I definitely do.
Then there's another service besides Google Alerts that actually gets different results. Sometimes it finds stuff that Google doesn't. Also, all this, you'd ask, well, why didn't your alert pick it up? And frankly, the answer is sometimes Google doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, that was kind of what I thought possibly. So, yeah.
So that,
but I mean, it's Bright Local. I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you'd think a credible website. Sometimes it's like, so like I have alerts set, Yusuf has alerts set. Sometimes my clients have alerts set because I've asked them to do it too. And it's so funny, like Yusuf will get it first, I'll get it second, the client will get it third, or sometimes it's random. And however Google's processing it, it's not like linearly. So just because, and sometimes he'll get ones that I don't, and vice versa, and all kinds of stuff. So set them up, check them, don't rely on them. Don't worry too. Like one of the things Google Alerts will pick up on my clients' sites often is when they publish a new blog post, a Google Alert will say, hey, Google Alert, we saw this client mentioned. Well, it's mentioned in their website, but not all my clients' websites give Google Alerts every time they publish something.
Okay, yeah.
So don't use it as a barometer to judge the quality of the things you receive. But it's still better to get some information than not.
Yes.
think in the process, I mentioned the other tool that you can use. It's
Yeah,
another
that's what I was
tool.
like, did I miss that? Okay.
Yeah, but also I should warn you that there is such a thing as of course there is, as Google Alert spam.
Uh-huh.
Some people have figured out how to trigger Google Alerts and will get you to come to their website even though you're not mentioned on that site. It's a form of spoofing.
Okay.
And so just know that, have your virus scanner, as with any good prep. It should almost be part of the SEO process to make sure you have a virus scanner on your computer before you do link building.
Yes.
Right. Make sure they're not going to load a Trojan on your site or on your computer just because.
Yes. Yeah, because
So-
you went to there. Yeah.
Because you followed their Google Alert spam to get to their site. But yeah, so I think what I would do is monkey around. Oh, you can almost monkey around until you found the right local thing.
Yeah. Well, so one thing I did, and a question about this. So I did, and I put Tricia Clements in quotes, and then I just like, okay, let's put local SEO. Now it says alert preview. It says there are no recent results for your search query below. Oh, below are ones that match it, and these are ones that I would want to find,
There you
like
go.
Search Engine Roundtable, Local Marketing Institute. So that's good. Apple Podcast.
Huh.
Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is when I was on that Local Marketing Institute.
Oh, that's right.
I
That's
got
right.
I
remember
got
that.
45 minutes notice to be a guest host.
Nice.
So okay, good. That's good. Okay. But now Bright Local did not show up. Very interesting.
Yeah. So the thing it might be, so your name is mentioned on there. I'm looking at the article right now.
Yeah, that's
just-
what yeah, because
So-
you have it in the thing for Twitter, but that's what you call it.
Right. That
But
might
it's
not be crawlable.
That's what I was trying to say. But
But
it does have my name in here.
right.
Um,
But
trying
again,
to
you can't use Google Alerts as a barometer for quality.
Yeah.
Bright Local is a quality site, quality
oh,
company.
here, let me see something. That I might try. This was the next one I was going to try and see what this comes up with. Let me see. I did, oops, let me do, I think I have too many spaces in here. And so I'm doing also Tricia Clements Google Business Profile. And then I think I also want to do Tricia Clements Google My Business, since that's what a majority of people still call it. Search Engine Roundtable. Yeah, these are some of the same small. Oh, wait, here is my Bright Local agency directory, but not that. That's interesting that I've tried a couple and have not gotten that in, but oh well, the one that I'm looking for.
Right.
So, oh well.
Yeah, but I guess the best piece of advice is before you enter a query into Google Alerts, test it on Google.
Test it, yes. Yeah, and this is I think I might set a couple of these up, just in case. Because some of them are pulling up different, because I was mentioned a couple of times in Search Engine Roundtable, and depending on what I put in, I get different results, but they're legitimate results.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And to me, as far as this is a link building practice, one of the values is making sure you're not getting false positives, because then you will blow them off and not pay attention to the alerts.
Yeah.
And that's almost worse, because then it's like you feel like you're doing something, but you're really not doing something, right?
Yeah.
So we know Rusty is not going to give you a link because that's his rule. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's still nice to know you got mentioned, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So, okay, perfect. I'm going to work on setting up a couple of different Google Alerts, and not just my name or business name. So
Right. And for you, your old business name, your old domain name,
Yeah.
those might be worthwhile too, because that's a great link building tactic, is update old people linking to your old domain.
Yeah, I actually had someone not within the last month and I didn't even realize it was active, sign up on my old website to talk about the Google business. Well, I can't remember what it was, SEO. Oh, that's right. I know now. It's about talk about Google business profile stuff. And but it was so weird because, you know, that website was geared really towards pet businesses, and this guy was not a pet business. And I didn't realize I had it on my site because I use Book Like a Boss now, and I used at that point Calendly. Well, my Calendly still works because I got a notification and it added to my calendar. So I'm like, whoo. But I was like, this looks different. Why is my my calendar event look so different? So he wasn't somebody I could help, but I did refer him on. So yeah.
Good. A good question. I'm glad you're
Yes.
doing this.